Welcome back to Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. We're almost done with the first floor of the Evil Spirit Club, which means this dungeon's only about to get even worse. There's not that much left on this floor though. But before we do anything else, I want to do a few fusions, because hitting level 29 opened up a few new options that are actually quite decent for us. So we have, one I'm sure Gary Sue is very excited to see, Succubus. Succubus starts out with Impure Reach, so, yeah. Making it pretty much, yeah, just a better version of Titania at this point, though not being able to pass down Runic Shield is a little annoying. However, if I pass down Tentarafu, and now here's the toss-up, either I can't get both Wind Boost and Garrula. Garrula is decent since there are some enemies in this area weak to wind. I'm pretty sure Succubus does learn Mahmudo eventually, though, so, actually, let me check that. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's only Mudo on. Okay, that's really bizarre. Succubus in Persona Q doesn't learn any Mudo skills at all. So, I guess I have to pass this down then. Succubus also has an item that you get out of sacrificing it, the Lust Pheromone, which sounds kind of disturbing. I forget what you get out of giving that to Theodore, though. The next one that I want to fuse here is Red Rider. Red Rider, I believe, was not in Persona 3. I don't think all 4 of the Riders were in that game. All 4 of them are in this one, though, and I know that for a fact because there's actually a special fusion for the 4th one that requires all 3 of the others. So, for Red Rider, I'm going to go for... yeah, I think I'll go for this, because it might be a good persona to pass down Ares' Impure Reach plus Toxic Slice to. Because Red Rider eventually learns Death Scythe, greatly raised damage against enemies with status ailments. Considering how good status is in this game, that's a pretty good skill to have. So, passing down Tempest Slash might not be a bad idea either. Because that combined with Death Scythe could be nice. However, you've also got a ton of useful skills on you as well. I need Impure Reach and Toxic Slice, but there's also Shinkuha. Can't pass down Power Charge, unfortunately. I am liking Glacial Edge too, but... also, Gale Link and Decay Circle are nice. There's a lot of good personas going into this one. I wonder if there's a way to actually increase the skills that some of you have learned so I can get more to pass down, though even then I can only pass down one more skill to you max. Okay, how about Toxic Slice, Impure Reach, and... I mean, the other option I could go with is rely on my other party members with Impure Reach to inflict status ailments and just make you a pure attacker, but I kind of like having the fallback of Impure Reach on you. And all these other skills are really good too, but seems like I'll go with Shinkuha, because why not go with Shinkuha? Now, if I'm remembering right, Red Rider is War. But I could be wrong about that. Let me quickly check the compendium to see if I am indeed wrong. Destroy peace and make men slay each other? Yeah, pretty sure you're War. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do here. So we have a ton of new items that opened up in Theodore's shop when I unloaded my bounty from that last run into the dungeon. We got Purifying Water, I think? Where is it? Sight Beacon. That's kind of interesting. That could be useful a bit later on in this labyrinth, but I don't really need it. There it is, Purifying Water. So basically that's just Dekaja, and that's Dekunda. As for weapons, yeah, we have new ones for pretty much everyone here. Zanbato, I think that's actually the horse-slaying sword in one of the Fire Emblem games. This one actually requires you to sacrifice Orochi, which is a pretty cool nod to the mythology. Maybe that sleep is a reference to how they put Orochi to sleep by giving them alcohol. Poison Knife. That's actually not bad. Pretty sure I already had access to that though. Koromaru already has it. I don't really care about Yukiko's weapons. Don't really care about Teddy's weapons. As cool as Hades' bow sounds, no. Okay, you can get the Lucky Cat Paw now. Not that bad of an idea. I remember you using that for a while in Persona 3, but maybe I can get this. I think I already found a, also, yeah, this weapon. There's a weapon in Fire Emblem, actually not in the original guide, in Echoes named after it, and I think it's spelled differently. Or is it? They can't really determine how to spell this weapon name. It must be something from mythology, but I'm not entirely sure what it is. I really like how one of Chair's weapons is named Bucking Broncos. A surfboard! Yeah, Kanji has a pretty hilarious assortment of weapons. It's probably time these two stop using Theodore number 3. Let's not sell that, because that was your own hard work. It'd be kind of funny you paying to buy that back. Okay, we have access to that now, but I think we have some better stuff. Okay, we can buy aim goggles now. Okay, with that, time to change up the party. You know, from now on, I might as well just cut straight to when I've done all my preparations and just show which party I'm going with, their sub-personas, and their equipment right at the end. That's probably what I'll do. Okay, so here's my party here, mainly made up of people who are still level 22. Gone for a bit of a different persona on Gary Stu here, going for Mithra. For Kanji, I have Turdak, Shinjiro is taking my new Red Rider, Yukari is taking Succubus, and these two don't even need a persona. For equipment, this is what I've gone with for the moment. I've switched the heavy armor over to as many people as possible. And I don't have anything better for Zen and Ray armor-wise. So, let's save and head out. Okay, here we are at the practice building door. I still don't know exactly what a practice building even is. We had to go through a pretty brutal puzzle to get the key to this door, but thankfully there will not be any more puzzles this floor. Well, nothing nearly as bad as that, at least. Huh, a long empty hallway. That gets me very, very suspicious. No, nothing... There we go! I knew that was coming.
Looks like the FOE noticed us.
Me like... And that's actually not even baby talk, that's Furby talk, but hey. Furbies are unintentionally terrifying. My sister had one when I was growing up, and, I think I actually tried to hide it. I mostly know that song as Go to Sleep, Stupid Guardie, which I would sing whenever I use the music box item on Guards in Sly 2.
What?
That was an optional item you only got out of the, like, getting all the bottles in one of the areas, but that's beside the point here. So this is introducing...
There's an FOE here!
A new mechanic. This door's actually locked. But I'm going to mark it in a special colour. Because this area is set up so the baby has to pass by that door.
Look at that. Huh?
So the baby FOE is now asleep. And it falls asleep if it goes right in front of the door to a music room. There'll be several more.
God, it looks like that FOE gave up.
And yeah, this is also a music door. Guess I should mark the other one as closed. Is it just me, or do I find this actually creepier than the normal music of this labyrinth, though? We can actually enter the music room this way, though.
We found a rare one. Don't let it get away.
I'll beat it for sure.
The enemy escaped.
Really? Well, that's karma for getting 2 of them in the last run and killing both of them. Yeah, something about how subtly off-key this is makes it even creepier than the regular music in this labyrinth to me.
What? Stop it!
Well,
Over
Yukari
here!
agrees with me.
Hey! Jeez. Okay. Hey! What? But...
You know, she does have a point.
yeah.
Calm down.
So we have a new request from that. And this right here, you might want to remember that. In fact, I'm going to mark it specifically on the map. That's going to be important to said request. But yeah, if the baby goes in front of this door, it'll fall asleep too. Last time it was funneled directly
Don't you think that
towards
wall looks kind of
the
suspicious?
sleepy door, I'll just call it. But later on in this dungeon, we'll have wider rooms, so luring the baby into in front of one of those doors gets a bit harder. And we'll also have a new mechanic that deals with that too later on in this labyrinth. So here's where things get a little trickier when it comes to the baby FOEs.
Hey.
They
being
now
followed
spawn
by an
directly in
FOE.
front of you. There's no getting through here unless we put this baby to sleep.
Oh shit! That FOE's really close!
And,
Thank goodness! It looks like it stopped chasing us!
well, Ray said it for me. Now we can head through, just don't go through that shortcut.
3 enemies, and they're pretty strong. Keep your guard up.
You got guts. Come at me.
Okay, this could be problematic. Well, thankfully you safeguarded something other than the thing I was worried you would. Oh, I hate Broadshot. Not so much for its damage, but more just for the fact that it removes boost from an entire row at a time.
Can't lose. Missed?
I don't know if I actually mentioned this yet, forgive me if I did, but the Phantom Mage is in fact resistant to Moodle, which makes it even more annoying. Okay, gotta remember that we have been hit with wind corrosion.
2 enemies left.
I ain't done yet!
How to go about this, because that thing is decently fast and we could be getting wind corrosion this turn. Just for safety, I'm gonna have him defend. Kanji's already weak to wind, so he doesn't really have much to fear here, and just in case, he does have the, Storm Ring, that's it. Okay then. Guess I can go for double Shinkuhas. I'm kinda confident I can take care of that Phantom Mage now. That's not good.
It's all mine.
I mean, he should have had the aim goggles. Not too worried about the twins, though. I seem to remember that they can power charge, though I could be thinking about a different twin-type enemy in the Persona series. Okay, thankfully you didn't go for Margarala. And it's gone.
That enemy is weak to wind.
So who should I crush next?
Well, there's only one option, so I suppose go for that. Maybe go for a free Medea, actually.
Here I go!
I do kind of wish that there were different models for different weapons in this game, because it would have been amazing to see Kanji hit things with a surfboard.
here I go.
Oh, by the way, we're using Bestial Roar for ourselves with Kanji, but you might want to remember that Bestial Roar lets you attack before boost.
Scary.
Don't be scared, Ray.
Oh, I skipped Sen's line. You might want to remember that Bestial Roar lets you go before boost, because that will be important later.
I see.
Well, I mean, it can't be any worse than the fish you use in curry.
I see a power spot up ahead. Why don't we check it out?
Document page, textbook page, more textbook pages. Okay then. Okay, here we go, yeah. Never, ever, ever risk a power spot ambush in here, because there's a very good chance that you will just outright die. It's hard for me to see exactly where the locker is with this darkness.
Enemies, and they're pretty...
And that's why I hate these things. Because that happens. And then that happens. I've also noticed the Phantom Mages nearly always show up in the back row as well, so that they take even less damage from you. There it is! That's the combo! That's what really hurts in this dungeon. Fewer people got knocked down than I expected, though.
Shinjiro-san, you've taken a lot of damage.
Guess I took one too many hits.
Well, everyone took one too many hits from that. At least Yarisu is fast. It's kind of why I prefer this, well... ow, ow, ow! Yeah... At least it's gonna die to poison.
And the battle is over.
That's why I brought revival beads.
There are shadows like that here? Yikes.
Evil Spirit Club in a nutshell. Okay, that's the true terror that is Phantom Mages. That's why I brought tons of revival beads. But yeah, I like the Persona 3 protagonist being fast. But there is the downside that enemies that use Mudor are actually not all that common, but they do, especially on Risky, have a tendency to kill you. Ah, there it is. I'm so sorry, but wow. North building? I guess that means it's to the north. And the archer class is really made up of archers. A lot of those Fate translation memes are actually just kind of exaggerations. I don't think any official translations really use those things.
We outran the F thingy.
Like, just because you're correct doesn't mean you're right. That's supposed to be something totally different. Something like, stop going on about your concept of justice, it makes me sick. So we are. There isn't much more to this area. Eerily silent music. That's kind of creepy. We can't go through here because the door is stuck. And there's an FOE right behind it. It's never the winds. Well, it is with Phantom Mages, but that's different.
What?
If you look closely at the map, you'll see the FOE's there now.
What?
It's the attack of the mysterious door holder. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Japan actually does have a door holding yokai.
What?
Hey!
Huh? What?
Oh, hi, random encounter ruining the mood. Ah, this is why these Maya enemies get annoying sometimes.
That was a crazy fight. But hey, I'm gonna keep going.
I think that actually blurred two quotes together, but it actually made sense.
Be careful, Ray-chan. You're wounded.
now it's there.
It's all mine.
Yeah, notice how the protection effect even absorbs the splashing hits?
Missed?
That was a close one.
Now I can thrash more enemies.
Kind of literally too, because that's going to lower the defense of all enemies in the field. I'm not entirely sure why they even made the Lexi's conditional drop defeat with Mudob. It's one of the easiest conditional drops to get. Not that that's a bad thing, but it feels like there's not really that much effort in experimenting with elements to see what gives the conditional drop. It's like, oh, it's just the thing that it's weak to. Almost forgot about there.
And they're pretty strong. Keep your guard up.
I'm getting bad vibes from that crow.
The crow? There's something else here you should be more afraid of.
We won? Guess we have our leader to thank.
You're carrying a lot of stuff. It's important to stay organized.
It's also important to have your priorities straight. So at this point, you'll notice that everything's kind of gone around in a circle. But now, we can get through the first door. I mean, we can't get back, but at least we've made progress.
There are 3 strong enemies. We have the advantage, though.
Oh no.
You're going down!
Double Phantom Mage. This feels like I'm being a total coward here, but... You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay then.
Here I go.
Leave it to me! Missed?
Of course that misses all the Phantom Mages.
Takanikazuchi!
I ain't done. It's over for you. It's got guts.
Get ready!
Huh? I'm counting on you, Orpheus.
Take this.
Caster!
That enemy is weak to wind.
Don't hold back. Keep the orders coming.
All right, leader! It was so amazing how you beat the enemy.
Aren't those the stairs over there?
Yes, they
There's
are.
something around here.
But first, let's
We
check
should try
this.
checking it out. Huh?
Sadly, there is. Well, we do have other party members to make up for that.
Let's go.
Yeah, I guess Naruto can be a little bit accidentally insensitive sometimes. Okay then.
3 enemies, and they're pretty strong.
Encounter
Keep
right
your
before
guard
the
up.
stairs.
Whoa! It's the puddly shadow again.
Oh, there's like one tile I haven't stepped on. That's why I only have 98% floor completion. Anyway. Wow. The music... Okay, the music took a while to come back. But anyway. We do have the stairs here. We might as well go down them just to access a new floor.
Please stop that.
Yeah, these two have lost it already.
Phew.
You.
And there's yet more of that Mitsuru Yukari tension. However, we can now get back through here. And now I need to go and get that one part of the floor that I haven't explored, so I'll be right back. With how dark this place is, it's sometimes hard to tell where you've been. There we go.
I think you've seen most of this floor. You should have it down.
And I missed a chest too, which I need to get rid of something to pick up. Okay, we ended up finding a new weapon for Koromaru and Yosuke anyway. And I need to preemptively drop something else, even though I will actually be... You know what, I might as well use one of these, just on my way to the chest.
It's a treasure box. I wonder if there's
So
some
remember when I
delicious
said that
food
even the
inside?
chest and the Evil Spirit Club are jerks? We don't actually get an item... Well, we do get an item out of these chests, but not one we can use. We actually get a key item that we can turn into Theodore to allow him to create an item that we can buy. Yeah, the game doesn't just straight up give us the 100% completion reward, it makes us pay for it. Evil Spirit Club, ladies and gentlemen. Might as well take care of that now.
Oh.
Because, yeah, this is the familiar statue. With that, we can buy an accessory that gives us growth 1, so decent if you're grinding. But let me just check how expensive it is. I'm guessing very. I mean, on the other hand, it does mean you can get multiple of this item. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Rather than just one from the chest, but still, it's a massive jerk move than the Evil Spirit Club. They're like, hey, we're not just gonna straight up give you a reward for getting 100% of this floor. We're gonna give you an item that unlocks a new item at the shop that you have to buy. But for now, I'm actually gonna maybe take care of that request for this floor, because it's actually not very long. Solve the music room mystery.
This quest is... Hello.
No, that's really necessary, seeing as there's another way into that room that isn't locked, but I guess we had to solve the mystery.
Oh. You see...
It turns out Elizabeth beat you to it.
Oh, really?
So in this case, we need to take Yukiko with us. She's the resident nightmare fetishist of this group.
This quest will have a time limit.
So let's swap her into the party. Actually, a good thing they require her to be in the party too, because I believe this quest contains a forced multiple Phantom Mage encounter. And that's by far the worst thing about it. In my practice playthrough of this game, I forgot about that, and I think that actually killed me. But anyway, let's see. Who to put in the party? And why not have Cheer with us for this? Okay, here we are back in the music room.
Three enemies, and they're pretty strong. Keep your guard up. Didn't Kanji couldn't make a doll like this once?
Actually, I think he did. I remember seeing someone with a Lexi-looking phone strap, or was that actually in Tokyo Mirage Sessions? I know that was in one of the games. And that's what happens when you can't run from these things. Thankfully, we succeeded eventually, but now I need to heal.
Okay?
So this door's stuck.
What?
For crying out loud.
Yeah.
The good news is, there's actually a janitor's closet right here. I showed it off when we were first exploring. Here it is. However, this is where the big problem of this quest comes, because when we try and open it... Three Phantom Mages were hiding in there!
That cape's super suspicious.
Yes, it is very suspicious because these things are brutal and are going to destroy you. Yeah, 3 Phantom Mages. This is easily the worst part of this side quest. It's pretty much the only part of this side quest too. Oh boy, this is not going to end well. Let's see. This could very easily go incredibly badly. In fact, Spotlight might be useful here. I'm going to Spotlight, I think it's Yukiko who has the Tentarafu. Also Mitsuru. I'm going to Spotlight her just to try and see if I can get some of these enemies panicked before they have a chance to move. And now I'm going to go ahead and... Lethargy Circle... Actually, no, Lethargy Circle will move their turn to later. I guess it could help, maybe. Firewall's not going to help here. Could Toxic... No, let's not Toxic Slice, because I want them to stay panicked. And you're going to go with Tentarafu. Mitsuru's going to also go with Tentarafu in case any of them get away from it the first time. This might be the first time we're seeing Spotlight, but Spotlight has a lot of really useful applications, like, for example, here. Actually, that was excellent use of Spotlight.
I'm counting on your opinion.
If I hadn't done that, they probably would have got their turn before Yukiko did, and then they would have just gone for the Wind Corrosion Margarula combo, and then we would have all just died. If you think one Phantom Mage using that combo is bad, imagine 3 of them doing it. What? Like getting hit by 2 Margarulas in one turn. But with them all panicked, this should be a lot more manageable. We don't really need this anymore, but it's kind of useful, I guess.
That enemy's weakness is fire.
You might be wondering why I've often been using Gurentor, even on ones in the back row, where a melee attack will do less damage. It's because I want to spend HP to get into boost, and then use Agilao, because Agilao is way too expensive otherwise. Speaking of Agi, let's Maragi, and let's double Maragi. Reason why I gave Waffle to Mitsuru here, though I would have cut that out. Just want to explain my reasoning for that. If you don't know this is coming, this side quest is pretty much 99% likely to kill you. Like I said, that happened on my practice playthrough. It was frustrating because I think I hadn't saved in a while, but it was also kind of funny as well. Because I was like, I don't remember this side quest being that bad! 3 Phantom Mages. Yeah. I'm making this look easy, but trust me, it's not.
Now is the time to strike!
There's just one enemy
Uh-oh.
left. The battle continues.
It's not panicked anymore, but it should hopefully still go down this turn. Especially since I've got a ton of boosted people who are spamming fire, so yeah, it should definitely go down this turn.
I have missed.
Really? I just went first out of everyone here was boosted? That's... means everyone else here must be really slow.
Call me if you want a rematch.
No, don't call her. Please don't call her. I don't want a rematch with that fight ever. Rematch of the 3 Phantom Mages is not a sequel that I want to be seeing anytime soon.
The stronger the enemy, the more you learn.
Yeah, kind of true. But thankfully, that's the only force fight of this side quest.
You okay? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It was just 3 Phantom Mages, you know, the worst enemy on this floor and easily the worst generic enemy we've encountered so far. Nothing major.
Hey,
Well, I mean, Yukiko has the element they're weak to, so it makes sense for her to have nerves of steel in this instance. You know, now that I think about it,
this?
considering certain spoilers that we find out about later on in this dungeon, which I won't say for now, it does make perfect sense that there just so happens to be a janitor's closet with oil in it in this room, right when we need it.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Oh. Whew.
Yeah, one time she didn't go into a laughing fit. And we've actually got the door open. So much for the mystery. It wasn't held shut by any supernatural force, it was just stuck.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, she's a little bit disappointed
That's a
after
pity.
that.
What?
Or will we? I'd just like to draw your attention, if you haven't noticed it yet, to the bottom screen. And there's the laughing fit. Or they just wanted someone to laugh with them. I guess laughter really is the best power against ghosts. The request is probably complete. I love the uncertainty there. And I think from now on we can actually get through that door normally, not like we really have any need to anymore, though. The entrance of the dungeon is right here, we might as well just leave. But anyway, that side quest is kind of interesting. It shows Yukiko's weird sense of humor, and again, it has that 3 Phantom Mage encounter, which if you're not expecting it, will probably kill you.
Welcome.
As of what those mysterious giggling ghosts were, we might find out on the later floors. But the fact they're even there actually does lead to some creepy implications,
so?
so I'll explain that later.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's hear it.
Understood.
Thankfully, we get mood music for it. A long time ago, 6 sisters and a mother lived together in a house where they all got along very well. The 6 sisters would spend their days singing songs and playing with dolls. It was a household full of laughter. However, those happy days didn't last for long. One day, the mother fell ill. Without anyone to rely on, without the skills necessary to survive, the sisters all died, one by one.
Now...
Fast forward to the present. One day, a man found a peculiar box at a construction site. The man cautiously opened the box, but he was disappointed to see that the box was empty. Or so he thought! I'm not good at faking laughter, so I'm not gonna read that out. From nowhere, he heard the laughter of children. Perhaps the girls were reunited after all those years and are once again playing with their dolls. Or perhaps not. I don't know, if anything, that story was more sad and heartwarming than scary. At least it didn't end with a horde of faceless men!
So now...
Twin sheets. So yes, the reward from this is Zen and Rei getting to dress up as bedsheet ghosts. Except it's actually one of the best armors available for them at this point.
I've improved. I aspire to contribute even more in battle.
Mitsuru does learn Mind Charge now, and it replaces Tarukaja, which is bizarre because she has an open slot. Not really sure why that happens because Tarukaja is completely different, but oh well. Oh, and she was the only person who learned something new from that. But I think we've all learned something new about how Yukiko is weird, but that's pretty much to be expected. So, with that side quest done, next time we'll be heading further into the Evil Spirit Club. Into the second floor, which is unfortunately a lot bigger than the first floor. And we're about to meet a different type of FOE too, so see you then.